Good morning, beautiful. I hope that this finds you well rested, ready to begin your day. This is your daily tarot and oracle, your daily insight on life and love for August. I want to say 26th. Crap, what day is it? Yeah, the 26th, 2022, also being timeless. So wherever you're catching it in time, as long as it's not in the past, first off, that'd be amazing. It might be relevant or it might be entertaining, but in either way, you found your way across this. Stick around, watch. This might have a message for you. But if you have questions about booking a private reading or any of my services, go to the beginning, go to the end, go to the description. There's all the ways of contact. Reach out, see what might be right for you. If my picture is reaching out to you in the DMs initially, I guarantee it's a spammer. Do not give them your private information. In fact, mess with them. Go to my actual description where the ways of contact are, and then send me the screenshots of how you messed with them, because it's amazing. I need you to be very careful right now, because what I see you doing is dealing with a lack of opportunities, a lack of choices, a general sense of lack. This could be a lack of funds too. So this is what we're kicking this bad boy reading off with. Resources are scarce. It's kind of overwhelming the brain on this. When somebody is not working with much, or when they feel like they have no options, or when they feel like they have nothing, it tends to put them in a low vibe, low mind place. And chances are you might be kind of dancing around this right now. And that sucks. This feeling is completely overwhelming as the train you hear in the back. Let me adjust this. Hi, how are you? Yeah. Okay, so what I see here is it's kind of this general feeling ungrounded, because it feels like there's really no solid plan or sort of solid choice to make. A lot of confusion starting to draw in out of the sense of scarcity. I hate it. I know you gotta hate it. But what I see here is there is going to be a silver lining. There seems to be a the ability to overcome the obstacles. Now, I want to look a little bit more into that. You're going to get the funds, you're going to get the resources, that's going to happen. You're going to get out of this situation, you're going to see it. I want to know how. So, daily guidance, wisdom of the oracle, wisdom of the oracle, angel therapy. Okay, so we're going with angel therapy. Shield yourself. You gotta get naysaying, pessimistic, controlling energy out of your stupid mind. There's more than one way for this to, you can be optimistic. Just completely backtracking out of a sense of need or necessity, it's not gonna suit you on this. So the shield yourself is going to be the way to actually get through this. Don't let people get to you. Don't let the lack of funds or resources or opportunities get to you. And let's see, is there something else over here? Apparently, I'm not done with this deck yet. So we have shield yourself. I shuffle amazing, and it gets better in time. You just keep going like this. Sometimes I drop half the deck, sometimes I don't, but it's always an adventure, isn't it? Crap, I don't want all of these, but fine. But I don't feel like I need all of these. Whatever, we're gonna see what came out. Crown chakra, clear, cancel, and delete past life issues. Oh, we got Archangel Raphael here. This is good stuff. These are good things. So you need help in your and healing work. You need to heal from the past life issues. The scarcity is a mindset. That's what's coming up to be healed right now. It's literally something that you can control with your mind. Do I think that it's going to be like one of those bomb things? No. Not even a little. You got to change the way that you view things. You have to change your paradigm, but that also means that you're going to have to look and dissect at what the heck stinking paradigms are to begin with. So pay attention to your ideas. They're messages from true divine guidance sent in answer to your prayers, and use only positive words and thoughts as they rapidly manifest into form. Ask angels to cancel the effect of past negative thinking, which is actually really a necessity for you right now. There's such odds in getting rid of those cards right now, and they fit perfectly in, which goes to show that sometimes I need to get out of my own stupid way with this stuff. So yeah, you need to stay away from negative people, negative situations. You need to let your thoughts kind of run wild with it, and this is in healing your past situation, but also letting the solution actually come to you. You will have some sort of wild idea. It is going to be suitable for this, and I want you to pay attention to it. But this can't just be any stinking thought. This is going to have to be something that gets you excited. So ready or not, you don't get to be complacent. Also, it's very important that when you get excited about something, you continue to get excited about something. So whatever the solution is to this, I want you to speak it out. I want you to write it down. I want you to be in gratitude with it. It's got to get a genuine emotional reaction. I don't care what it is. It can seem like something super simple or a long shot. I genuinely don't care. Speaking it into the positive experience is going to make all the difference. It's going to make the pathway to it. It's almost like the more that you think about it and the more that you think about it in the positive, you in consciousness are creating the neural pathways in the surrounding areas, and almost in like the mind represented in the physical form. It's creating the neural pathways and how to connect the two. You got to get out of your own way with that. And I actually really like that visual. Picture consciousness and awareness of the world around you, and this being one big mind. And you have your thought, and you have the object of your affection out there, whatever it is, your plan, whatever. It exists in its form, its vibration. You are plugging into that, and that's where the excitement comes in with the mental or audible or visual cues. It starts to create the connection and likeliness around, and starts to create the connection and likeness around the physical form and the world around it. And the more that you think about it, the more that it works its way around until it ultimately connects. So this, my dear, is gonna work out, and it's totally feasible. But, and that's a big but, we're gonna have to look at this, because what I see right here is getting back to this sense of scarcity that you have done, the mindset of it. This has made you kind of impulsive. This has made you kind of overlook some things that are important. I do feel like you're overlooking red flags that are just waving. You don't need to keep putting yourself in a position to learn the same lesson. This is saying if you act on impulse, if you act on impulse in scarcity, you've learned nothing, and you're not going to gain a stinking thing out of this. How frustrating is that? There's no quick fix. It's not going to be a light switch, and it's not going to be the end all be all. Do not jump on something just because it's an easy escape. This reading is talking about the pathway being something that you have to work your way through. So this is actually warning you. You're not in the headspace for this yet. Don't pretend that you are. This is going to take time. If you jump on something with a sense of fear, with a sense of lack and scarcity, you're going to repeat the very thing that has damned you to begin with. So that in itself is frustrating. And what the hecking heck is going to happen if you repeat this, other than you just looking at yourself going, I hate you so much. What's going to happen? Conflict, fighting. Good God. Very defensive. It's just going to get worse. It's going to suck. And it's going to be nothing that you want to take part in. You have major life decisions that you have to make, and you have to make it from an emotional, positive place. You can't gaslight yourself out of this. Spirit's not going to help you with that. These are very positive cards that are coming in. You have the Magician. So what I see here, there's going to be a test. Somebody is going to be giving you an offer. Somebody's going to be giving you what seems to be this answer to all the prayers. It's not exactly what you had want, but it's going to get the job done right now. It's going to at least take you out of the sense of fear for the moment. It's an offer, and it seems incredibly enticing. Like, this could be good, but there's something about it that's not sitting right with you. That's because this is bad business, yo, for real. This is hidden motives, and there is going to be some crazy exchange in this. It's not imbalanced, and it's going to cause you to suffer. Be careful of offers, opportunities, resources that seem not too good to be true, but seems like there's something about it that is just off. It's not you being this worrisome Nelly. There's something that's off about it, and you really need to investigate this. Be very hesitant about accepting offers that just kind of just plop out to you and it seems too easy. It's gonna be seeming too easy. There's a reason behind it. So what I'm seeing in this is, first off, you, I don't give a crap about anyone else right now. And you know that I care about everybody in general, yes, but in this decision-making thing, I only care about what you think about it. It's you who has to make the life-changing decisions here. And I see that this has got to be something that is in perfect harmony with you. So I see that this is going to be something that causes you to get excited, celebratory, your heart overflowing. It kind of gets your confidence up, gets the ball rolling, instead of the hesitance of whatever the heck this craptastic offer was. I see that there's more than enough resources. The thing is, you need to have this funny little word that I love using so much, but I hate putting into practice. Starts with a P, and it ends with patience. You need to have patience. Nobody likes that word. In fact, I've never liked that word. That was like a 4-letter word to me. So, what is it going to take for you to have patience in this? The general idea that you're kind of set back and confused by this, and it feels like you're going to be chained in by it, that should be enough to set off the alarms for you. This is chaotic energy, and I don't like this at all. It's almost like a contained storm. It's a very intense feeling. This might leave you feeling very alone and lonely, but honestly, it's going to make it easier. I feel like there's too many outliers and none of them see like it's possible. Okay, so this reading is talking about lack of resources, lack of opportunity, and needing to make some sort of action move. And I see that there's going to be tempting offers, but something seems incredibly off about them. Don't take those. Don't jump on them. If it comes too easy, trust me, easy come, easy go. Now, when things are in the flow state with you, it's still work to get there. It's just, it's something that is flowing gradually. So this is going to involve you having to separate yourself from everybody else's opinions, everybody's opportunities. You need to see it without everybody yapping in your ear about it. And then I see that the opportunity, the resource, the finance, whatever it is, this is actually gonna just, it's going to not be laying there, but it's going to be accumulated. It's going to be kind of perfect in the puzzle piece. We have an offer that is being made to you, and this is going to be something that plants and grows in time. I really like this because, first off, your patience and negating other people's influences in this and paying attention to your own, this is helping you find a sense of balance and a sense of fulfillment. Everybody else who's pushing in on this, it feels like it takes away from your ability to choose. You're choosing what's right for somebody else, not what's right for you. This is about life paths and situations. So in doing this, it's not going to be like this big dramatic show. It's actually going to be almost anticlimactic, because what I'm seeing in here is this general sense of balance, this sense of well-being, and it feels like a growth of investment in whatever it is that you're putting into. I see utter fulfillment, a new cycle that is emotionally just set, and I see like everybody doing this kind of funky, awesome happy dance in here. Yeah, that's a little bit dramatic to even say that, but it feels like it's calm, it's doable, and it feels like it just has this general sense of stability and foundation for you. So, what's coming out of this? You need to think outside of the box. And you need to let some very influential people in your life fall quiet. This is not by any means a shortcut. Your answer is going to come from outside the box, but you also have to shield yourself from the influence so you can actually get outside that box. So after everything is said and done and you are able to kind of be in control of this, then what? Okay. It's time to take action and not be lazy. It's going to be like, okay, we got our plan. We're good. We're going to go. Like, it's going to be fast moving in this. So this actually might have you coming to terms with the fact that where you are right now, you don't belong. You haven't found your home yet. You haven't found where you belong in either a certain group, around certain people, in your profession, in your home environment. This could either be a general class or a group of people. I feel like this is a transition in your life. And then we have, be careful what you wish for because you just might get it. And what's underneath is friggin' rotten. Then we have, you need to reestablish what your morals and beliefs are, because coming from the old place, this is not who you are anymore. And I think that that's why it's so important that you actually kind of mute out everyone else, because they're coming from the old place. They're coming from the old mindset. That lifestyle is over for you. So let's see. Then I see momentum really picking up for you. This all around feels incredibly empowering and good, but again, this is going to require a F-ton of patience on your part. All right, it's time for you to hit the books, and it's time for you to start studying this. You have this amazing connection with Source and Spirit. You can actually start to trust yourself on this. I don't want anybody feeling like they can belittle or talk down to you in this, and I think that that's probably what you're used to. You're a grown adult. You can start making adult decisions. Don't let anyone undermine you, talk to you like you're a child, talk to you like you're an idiot, or try and have some sort of external or internal power struggle with you. This is going to greatly change how you conduct yourself with others, and also how firm you are with your stance on many things. Again, patience is necessary right now. I really hope that this helped. I hope that this made sense. It's time to get this going. Watch the rest of the videos. Hit me up if you want to book a personal reading or any of my services. All right, so there's something that you need to be careful of right now. What I'm seeing is you need to start saving your money. Do I think that you're about to hit dire hardship? No. But what I'm seeing right here is this issue with, I guess, moving forward, or the sense of comfort, a sense of scarcity is coming into play. And it looks like the Page of Wands is in reverse. So this is talking about this almost impulsive nature. This, yeah, it's impulsive. But also it feels like wanting to shut down and run away from your stresses in this. And this is not possible. You can't outrun your fears in this. There is an element of you kind of facing them. So this, okay, in the beginning of this, I was saying save your money. While I do feel like that's important now, you need some sort of a cushion with you right now in this. This is going to make you feel a lot better, and it's going to make you more able to face this. There's something that you need to get away from, and there's something about you having to grow and be independent and get away from what seems to be pretty cruel energy. This is somebody who's off their rocker, and it feels like they almost keep you in a mental prison. All right, there's going to be an offer to have this go in a new direction. I don't want you to take it. I do feel like it's another lie. It feels like another lie. It feels like another stupid lie. Yeah, it's gonna be nothing but starting to backtrack on what was said. No, whatever plan that they're about to give you, kick it over. I don't want it. No, this is done. You have a new cycle that is coming in. Oh yeah, you need to start defending yourself in this and standing up for yourself. You need to teach people how to leave you the F alone and respect your boundary. This is going to create what seems to be a huge fight. Oh yeah. Okay, you have a decision that you have to make. Are you going to do this yourself, or are you going to give somebody else the ability to kind of almost have a power struggle with you on this? Because whatever they're giving you, it doesn't feel like it's done with integrity, and it feels like it's going to be something that's held against you. I think that you should be patient and save your money and do this for yourself. There's a lot of cards here, but it's a pretty big message, and there's something that is coming your way, but you're going to have to make the decision on this. And again, it is so important that you understand you have to do this yourself. Well, something about a karmic situation is about to reveal itself, and I think that this is going to start on a new, I guess, level of plans for you that I think that you'll be strong enough to pull off. This has plagued what seems to be your insecurity for quite some time. This is like the only thing that you're insecure about, though, like this karmic situation. I think that you're heading towards some sort of fulfillment, and it's kind of like you haven't been able to reach that sense of fulfillment because whoever this was had been holding you back. This could be somebody from the past. It could be a repetitive toxic situation, but whatever the story is, I see that you're ultimately able to get away from them once and for all. I see that there's a contract that has been run up, and it seems like this isn't growing, and I feel like it's because that particular energy is around. I'm getting pulled to angel therapy. All right, what does angel therapy want to tell you with this? Okay. This person has kind of kept you in a very low vibration energy place. And what does that mean? Well, energy vampire, somebody who just sucks all the life out of you, who makes everything seem impossible. I do feel like this is a repetitive person in your life. Ugh, I don't even like it. Then we have retreat. Yay, back up, back the F up. I don't see you engaging this crap. Do I want this deck anymore? No, I want this one. Okay. So apparently angel therapy now wants to tell you, okay, choose only positive thoughts to describe your home, career, and finances as the words determine your outcome. And then solar plexus chakra, it's safe for you to be powerful and take charge of your life in positive ways. Attend speeches. Attending and giving speeches is part of your spiritual path and purpose. Be open to teaching and learning, which you're going to be in the aspect of learning right now. So you've been around somebody who's been incredibly toxic throughout however many years. I see you taking back your power and dismissing this person in your life. And let's see. This is also, I think it was you being nervous that this person would somehow condemn you or rob you of your sense of safety and security. This person can't invade you anymore. And I also see that you actually need encouragement and power and taking it back. So what I feel is like this blunt force energy, you know, that like almost like the roar. And then this person kind of dissipates from your experience. And now you're left to pick up the pieces and find your own strength and power again, because you can't go back to that crap show. You can't go back to toxic situations in your life. And it seems like now you have to decide what kind of life you want to live. So this feels pretty all around empowering, definitely a challenge, and definitely where you have to get out of the victim state. And I do feel like you're in the victim state. Do I think it's a bad thing? No, I just think that it sucks to be there and you need to find your way out of it, and you will. It's going to take some time. It's going to take encouragement, thus the work, shops and seminars. Hey you're going through a spiritual awakening. Surprise, it's a crap show. I think that you've probably gathered that at this point in time. I feel like you're getting messages from spirit, but also your body has been kind of used to feeling like in a toxic state. Thus, we're living in the world. There's always something toxic around, isn't there? But what this is saying is try and clear your field as much as you can. Do I think that you should become a vegan raw foodist or a breatharian? No. No. But pay attention to the substances that you are putting into your body and keeping around yourself, because this is either what's going to clear the head or fog it out. But also, there's not one thing that fits all with everybody. Pay attention to what your actual physical needs are, and if you have the ability to get to a doctor or somebody like that, then this is something that you can work out with them and what might actually be very good for you. But this is something that you have to, well, if you want to do, it has to be done for the right reasons. This is not going to be a quick fix. It's not something that is not going to be a life change. It's going to have to be part of your life changes. But also, Spirit has been kind of coming through with messages about what the changes are that you should be making in your body and in your environment. You really got to stay away from a-holes and jerks and really harsh environments. It's completely amping you up and it's closing you off from your connection. I think that you've probably been feeling incredibly ungrounded with that. So in one of my previous videos, I was talking about ways of grounding, and there's so many ways to ground, and I only give a few examples in there. Different people require different types of grounding. So what does grounding even mean to you? For some of you, put your hands underneath, some cool water or warm water, or go for a walk, get some fresh air, or pet your animals, or whatever the case is. It's going to be something very specific for you, but it's going to require that you actually take some time to get grounded right now. This even might be in the form of you listening to a little bit of music. Sometimes that might be screamo. Sometimes it might be country. Sometimes it might be some light jazz or, you know, soundscapes. But pay attention to it. This is going to open up your intuitive channel, and you're going to get some really wild messages. Now, I don't want you to push them away. I don't want you to judge them. I simply want you to start acknowledging whatever messages you are getting in ways of either writing it down, or if it's telling you to give somebody a message, ask for permission first, because if somebody says no, you kind of got to, you know, let it go. You can't push that on them. And also, I know that you probably feel crazy with it. You're not crazy. You're going through a spiritual awakening, so it's active chaos around you until everything starts to settle. Hope this was helpful. So it looks like you are feeling bad for the person that you used to be, and you've gone through whatever your spiritual awakening is or whatever your newfound faith is, and it looks like there's a lot of guilt in the past about what has transpired, or there's a lot of kind of feeling on edge, like the person you are now is invalid because of everything that you did before. So this makes you feel like a piece of crap, and you're not. You are a totally different person then. You can still be held accountable. That should be something that you don't kind of brush off with yourself. Accept what happened in the past and let whatever comes out of it be seen as necessary. Maybe it'll be nothing, maybe it'll be something, but it doesn't take away from who you are now. And in fact, the past you should be honored through this new person that you have become. And I think that we are living a much more passion and purpose-filled life. It's nothing that you need to run away from. You don't need to outrun your past. You don't need to hide away from everything that you have done or what's transpired. You can make better choices moving forward. I know that you made some crap choices. That is not lost on me. But this isn't something where you kind of say, F it, I guess it was all for nothing, and you put yourself into a point of relapse, creating the same mistakes. No, you don't need to be that person. So sit with yourself for a little bit, take inventory of what needs to be done, and then follow through with, you know, either being held accountable, the apology that somebody might need to hear, and also you gotta forgive yourself for the past crap that has transpired. I mean, you're human. Literally everybody has done something crappy. Every person who has breath in their body has some form of a skeleton in their closet, whether it's probably not the most pure thought that they've ever had, or they've created absolute atrocities. Don't even get me started on that. I don't want to do it. It's always a mess in that one, because no. So yes, you are very real in the person you are now, and you are going to make better movements moving forward. But be very clear about what happened in the past, and communicate with somebody who is trying to reach out to you, unless it's involving some form of a restraining order, or you do not have the stomach or the ability to talk with them, or even vice versa. That might be the case. Just forgive yourself and accept who you were. See who you are and live a different life in authenticity. Hope this was helpful. It doesn't take away from the authenticity of who you are now. I really hope that you know that. You have a lot of responsibilities on your shoulder that I don't think that you are handling very well when you're kind of left to your own devices thinking about it. It's not that it's bad. Even too much of a good thing is too much. I feel like despite how amazing things are starting to turn in your life, you're still dealing with a lot mentally that you do need to talk to somebody about, whether it's a counselor, therapist, a doctor, a coach of sorts, whatever the case might be for you. You got to talk about it, and you shouldn't feel guilty about it. Of course, people have a better life than you. People have a worse life than you. But what I'm seeing in this is you got to stop holding yourself back because nobody understands your perspective. It doesn't negate it. It doesn't mean that you're some ingrate. It just means that you're human. And despite your best efforts, you're not perfect like everyone else out there. But you got to stop knocking yourself down for feeling the way that you feel. Life is hard. It really is. No matter what you're doing, it requires a lot of effort. So you I don't want you to feel stupid in reaching out for help. You're not. And the person that you are going to be getting help from, they're going to help you, well, they're going to help you in a very safe way have your break and breakthrough so that you can start to navigate your way out of this. It's not lost, and you're not a burden. So this, stop avoiding yourself. You're not going to get criticism or judgment for it. That stops people from getting so much help. That people will either lose their reputation, they'll lose responsibility, people will think less of them or ghost them even. Anything can happen, but you gotta understand that people are gonna come and go regardless. You're not gonna lose everybody. You're not gonna lose every aspect of who you are. But what's going on mentally with you is something that does need to be a center point and focus, because it points to something deeper. And actually, I see this really working out very well for you. I see a plethora of support and loyalty really showing up for you. And this actually might make you feel incredibly taken back. I see that nobody really knew how hard this was hitting you. And I see that, yeah, it's you not going to have to keep on that brave face so hard. You'll probably get berated because you didn't open up sooner, but it's done in a loving manner. So take that for what it's worth. Some sort of lying a-hole is going to keep making you insecure and keep being completely uncompromising. Why are you even engaging in this crap? The more that they talk, the more that this person who apparently has been long standing in your life is lying. You know this about them. Why are they still around you? All right, so this might involve you having to actually direct them to F off. I see that justice is coming in. And then I see that you're probably going to have some sort of stop in communication with them. Finally, like, you have to move on without this person around. If this isn't somebody who's physically around you, they still are on your mind. Why the heck are you letting this be a voice in your head? This is absolutely unfair, uncool. They still have this power over you. I see you having some setbacks initially after you get away from them, but ultimately I see that you're finally going to see the truth of this person. I think they were incredibly smothering, and I feel like they took a lot of your willpower away. This came up so incredibly slowly on you, and then suddenly it was like everything was just, one day you looked and everything was different, but it wasn't in the good way. This was, what the heck happened to you? So this is what I'm seeing. You're going to be able to move on. There's setbacks when you initially cut this person loose, either out of your head or out of your life, whatever the case. But yeah, they're not changing, and they are not going to ever compromise, and they're never going to let you really have an equal voice in this. So there's going to be justice. There's going to be peace finally made in all this, so you can actually pull away. I see you cutting them away. I do. And I think that you'll have a better foundation because of it. Yeah, you're definitely getting in touch with, I guess, getting excited and getting your heart going again. And then we have the Knight of Swords, which is talking about the setbacks and plans changing. And I think that it's because a lot of your old plans were based off of this a-hole. I don't like them. I'm not going to pretend to like them. They go F themselves. Hope this was helpful. It's going to get better. Get away from them.